this morning to see some very interesting comments on the video I put up last night about Liema spitting on Jareed and a couple of other housemates because she caught Jareed kissing both Mpumi and Els at the same time in one of the bedrooms. And, you know, such comments completely reminded me of one of the reasons I completely dread, you know, any season of Big Brother, be it Big Brother Nigeria or Big Brother South Africa. I mean, guys, it's appalling to see when people just completely lose their sense of reasoning, all because of stanship culture. Worse is when they manipulate, you know, facts and events that happens on the show just to favor their faith. And makes me wonder, like, okay, all to what? Is there an award for the most ridiculous fan for every season? Is there an award for that fan that tells the most terrible lies just to save their faith? Is there an award for such people? So, you know what, guys? What I'm going to do on this video, I'm just going to go through the build-up of events again, because people that did not see what happened, they felt like, oh, Liema just walked into the room and caught Jareed kissing Mpumi and Els. Oh, they provoked her, because that's the word they are using now. Oh, Liema was provoked. Liema was provoked. Da 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 da. She was provoked. And then one thing they were saying was, oh, Liema getting provoked and spitting on Jareed is not the same as Bravo B planning to actually sexually assault her in the house. That it's not the same. So she should not be disqualified. No, she should not even be punished. She had a right to spit on Jareed. Guys, I'm seeing comments like that, and I'm also seeing on Twitter, and I'm wondering, like, how do people even think? How do people even reason? And this is the part where I get to ask all of you, please, what is the meaning of gender-based violence? What is violence? Because now people are beginning to filter the meaning of violence, right? People are beginning to filter the meaning of violence. They are giving it a definition that actually favors their fave. And it's quite appalling, very ridiculous. Anyways, I'm not going to speak too much on this intro because this is just a preamble to what I have to say for the rest of this video. On this video, I'm going to be giving you all a timeline of events, all right, what led up to that moment, all right. I'm also going to share details of the aftermath of that event, all right, because there were one or two conversations happening around the house, and even during the whole episode, there were actually some other actions, you know, taking place in the house. So I'm probably going to make another video to spill on those things, because even during the pool party, one or two freaky things were happening. So guys, a lot was just happening last night, but for this video, let's address the build-up of events, you know, that led to Liema spitting on Jareed, all right? And guys, please go ahead, watch to the end, share your thoughts in the comment section below. And by tomorrow, 3 p.m. WAT, we're going to converge here for our live conversation to speak more about these things, because I would love to hear from you people. When I'm reading some comments, it's like, I'm losing some brain cells. So I'd love to hear from all of you as well, all right? And officially, you are all welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Please subscribe if you're yet to do so, all right? Just do exactly what you see on your screen. And quickly, let's get into the business of this video. This build-up I'm talking about actually begins from last week, and it's going to take a lot of time on this video if I start from all the way back from last week. So I'm going to start from the build-up that happened at the pool party last night. Now, let's establish first that there's already some tension between Liema and Els with regards to Jareed. Yes, and this tension is coming from Liema towards these girls because of Jareed, who she's tagged her man, which is also very, very funny. I mean, we can contest that however we want to, guys, but that's not the crux of the matter for today. Now, during the pool party, Liema had actually pushed Mpumi when Jareed was dancing with her. She had done that. She had done that and she had moved away laughing. But guess what? Mpumi did not move away. Mpumi instead had jumped on Jareed and was dancing with him. Now, I felt like that was actually the beginning of Liema's rage and emotions last night, because then fast forward to later, they had gone inside the house and then they were having conversations. Guys, the cameras did not show us the conversations they were having. Now, on the video I put up earlier, I had explained that Liema had actually confronted Els inside the house to ask her, oh, I thought you were my friend. What are you doing with my man? Blah, 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 blah. Now, for me, I felt like that confrontation was not necessary. Was Liema trying to pull a Kosi Twala stunt on the show? Because guys, it just did not make sense to me. And I totally loved Elsie's response. That listen, if your guy is flirting with me and I'm flirting back with him and he's not even relenting, if he's not rejecting my advances, then he's the problem, not me. And guys, Els was 100% correct. Because that confrontation just completely reminded me of a lot of videos that circulate across social media about, you know, wives catching their cheating husband with their side chick. You know, the woman leaves the husband aside and then goes ahead to attack the side chick. In fact, there was a video I saw yesterday. A woman had caught her husband at a lounge with his side chick. And the guy was looking so fresh and young. Side chick too was looking really chill and young. And the woman looked really stressed. And the husband just sat down there, crossed his legs, and was looking at them and was even helping the side chick to adjust her hair. And this woman was moving mad and shouting, hey, you're mad, and hey, leave my husband alone. And she was causing a scene. And the husband did not flinch. He just sat down there, cool. And the side chick stood up and walked away. So when I was listening to that conversation between Els and Taki outside, Sinai was there, Millet was there, guys, it just completely reminded me of such situations that why would Liema at the age of 23 put herself through that on a show that involves the participants playing a game to win 2 million rands? Why? Is she not fully aware of herself? Anyways, those two things that happened. Remember, she had pushed Mpumi, and then secondly, she had confronted Els. And guys, I'm laying emphasis on all of these confrontations because personally, I feel like Liema has no business going after these girls. Because the Jareed that she's claiming as her man is the one making a move on these girls. So the question here is, why isn't Liema going after Jareed? Like, why isn't she attacking Jareed the way she's attacking these girls? And when I say attack, aside the physical push and whatever, there's also the abuse, like the insults. Insulting Mpumi about her skin condition, calling Mpumi ugly, you know, doing all manner of things. And then there was even the one that happened like 3 days ago. I had mentioned on one of my videos about the fact that because of the theme of the week, which is a cultural week, Biggie had instructed the housemates to have a cooking competition. And it turned out that Els, Mpumi, and Jareed were on the same team. Guess what? Liema had looked at the meals that these people had prepared with disgust. She had completely tried to ruin all of their efforts and had ended up scoring their group a 3. But guess what? These girls did not retaliate. When it was Liema's group's turn to cook, they had scored Liema's group an 8. So Liema has been doing stuff, and these girls, they've just been staying away, like they've not been retaliating towards her, you know, but she's been doing stuff. I'm giving all of these explanations for the benefit of those people that have been calling provocation. Liema was provoked. Liema has been slowly and subtly provoking those girls as well, instead of channeling her energy to Jareed. Yes, she's been having conversations with Jareed so that he will explain himself. Sometimes she'll threaten that she wants them to break up, but they will still cuddle and kiss and spend the night together on the same bed. Now, how the fight broke out, we did not see the beginning of the fight. Aside the kiss that we saw and the fact that Liema was already, you know, enraged, the fact that she had dragged the scarf and turban that Jareed was tying on his head, we did not see what had happened in the closet. Yes, the camera was on the housemate upstairs. There was young Papi that was kissing Fahima on the floor. Yes, but at that time, voices were already getting raised. They were already tussling in in the closet area. Now, by the time the cameras would get to them, that was where we saw the fight happen. If you missed out on that, check my previous video, all right? But now, fast forward to later. Els was explaining that they were in the closet and Liema came in there and she was talking about, oh, girl code, you girls are bitches, that she called Els a bitch like 5 times. And Els was really provoked. And Els was like, why are you calling me that? Why? Like, what's your deal? And then she spat on Els. Now, Jareed was trying to hold her off, and that was where all of those things happened. Now, I have a question for all of you. What is the definition of violence in this scenario? What is the definition of violence? Is spitting on someone twice and then spitting on another person, is it not violence, or is it a justified reaction to self-defense? What is the definition, guys? Please give your answers in the comment section. And let's not forget that she also called Mpumi a bitch. But all of these things I'm saying right now, right, all of these explanations I'm giving about the scene in the closet area, it is based on the testimonials given by housemates that were present there, and also what the cameras actually showed us before Big Brother called Liema into the diary room. Now, speaking about the diary room, we don't know what happened in the diary room. Biggie had summoned Liema to the diary room. She had been in there for over 30 minutes. And then Biggie now summoned Sinaye. And then Biggie called Jareed. And then Biggie called Mpumi. And guys, that got me really suspicious. Because it made me wonder why Biggie was calling the people involved in that drama into the diary room. Because usually, when such a situation happens in Biggie's house, whether Big Brother Nigeria or Big Brother South Africa, Biggie calls the person that is getting violent so that the person will cool off. And then later, Biggie calls a friend that's more like a confidant to that person to, you know, get the person to bed, let the person sleep and not talk to anybody till the next day. But I was baffled when Biggie called almost everybody. The only person Biggie did not call was Els. I was wondering, why is Biggie calling all of these people? Why? Why? What is he telling these people in the diary room that he does not want us, the viewers, to hear? Another thing I noticed was how quiet on one side the internet was, and how, you know, how busy it was on the other side. It was quiet on the one side because, you know, people did not want to address the elephant in the room. People did not want to address the fact that Liema spat on people. But the other side that was busy were those people shouting, obviously our fans, you know, shouting via their tweets that, oh, Liema was provoked, Liema was provoked. And then I was asking, all through the evening, Liema was the one that was actually provoking people. Even the apology that she, you know, tendered to Mpumi by the kitchen when Pale was advising her. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Something that caught my interest was Makeke's countenance when this whole drama was happening. Makeke was by the kitchen counter and he was just watching everything unfold. And this guy was really sad. And he was having a conversation with Lerato. You know, he kept on saying, no, this is not fair. This is not fair. If it was a guy that did what Liema did, you know, the reaction would have been different. And guys, I totally agreed with Makeke. Because people are shouting provocation, provocation, provocation. People are trying to paint Liema as the victim. But then I'm going to quote something Biggie had said, you know, when he was addressing Bravo B and Makeke in the diary room after they had had that, you know, crazy conversation about Liema and Mpumi. According to Biggie, that conversation showed that they lacked restraint. In other words, they did not have self-control. Now, Liema spitting on these people, was that not lack of self-control? How about keeping your emotions in check? This girl has been emotional since the Sunday that Lawrence had asked Mpumi a question. In fact, right from that last week Sunday when Lawrence asked that question, a reasonable girl would have that conversation with her man. But instead, Liema had been going around the house, you know, telling whoever cared to listen that Mpumi was spreading lies about Jareed and was trying to take Jareed away from her. Did Liema come and look for man in that house, or did she come to look for 2 million rands? Anyways, guys, I thought I should spread out the facts of what happened last night to all of you, all right? And tomorrow, 3 p.m. WAT, Saturday, we are going to have a robust conversation about this matter, because there's a lot of spider webs here, and we're going to be doing a lot of connection to the facts and events of last week and this week, so that you guys will actually see clearly what is going on. Now, yes, there was provocation, but there was provocation from all sides. Liema is not the victim here. Liema is not the victim. So please, let's cut off that narrative. It does not make sense, and it is not fair to the so-called justice system that people are trying to prove exists with the show from last week. I'm going to stop talking here right now, and I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day.